Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to History of the NBA, a place where we talk about players who had a massive impact towards a beautiful game of basketball. In today's video is about Stephen Curry, who made history yesterday, surpassing Ray Allen for the all-time record for three-pointers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how did Stephen Curry become the greatest shooter of all time? Wardell Stephen Curry, as we all know, is the son of Sonia and Dell Curry, who was an NBA veteran for some time. Now, Steph was born in Cleveland, in Akron, Ohio, on March 14, 1988, at the Summa Akron City Hospital, the exact same hospital where LeBron James was born 3 years earlier. Now, he was only, born in Cleveland just because Dell was, playing with the Cavs, Now, he spent most of his life, at least his childhood towards his, high school, teenage years in Charlotte, North Carolina, where his dad, spent most of his career with the Charlotte Hornets. Now, Dell would often take Steph and his younger brother Seth, as we all know, to his warm-ups. And you already know, these kids were money. These kids were cash. I mean, imagine shooting a three-pointer and you're not even 13 years old. That's how you know you're built different. Now, the family briefly relocated to Toronto so, Dell can finish his career with the Raptors. Now, during this time, Steph played for Queensway Christian College boys basketball team, leading them to an undefeated season, and he was a member of the Toronto 5-0 team that plays across Ontario, pitting him against fellow future NBA players Corey Joseph and Kelly Olynyk. And Steph led the team to a 33-4 record en route of winning the provincial championship. Following, his dad's retirement, the family moved back to Charlotte, and Steph enrolled at the Charlotte Christian School, where he was named All-Conference, All-State, and he led his team to 3 conference titles, 3 state playoff appearances. Just because of his, storied career of his dad in Virginia Tech, Steph also wanted to play basketball for the Hokies. But sadly, he was only offered a walk-on spot, due to in part of his 160-pound frame during that time, only when he was in high school. Now, ultimately choose Davidson College since they were very, very, aggressively recruiting him in just the 10th grade. Imagine a college, alright, a D1 college calling you and you're only just 10, in 10th grade. I mean, that's, crazy. Now, Steph was not a very highly recruited prospect, almost unknown actually, and according to 24/7 Sports, Steph was just a 3-star recruit who barely received offers from Division I programs. But Davidson took a chance, and that was the best decision in the school's history. Before Steph actually played a single game for the Davidson Wildcats, head coach Bob McKillop praised him at the Davidson alumni event, saying, "Wait till you see Steph Curry. He is something special. And Mr. Bob here, Coach Bob, he ain't wrong." In the first ever collegiate game in Steph's career against Eastern Michigan, he finished with 15 points. In the next game against Michigan, he would score 32 points and dishing out 4 assists, grabbing 9 rebounds also. And Curry finished the season leading the Southern Conference in scoring with 21.5 points per game, and he was second in the nation among freshmen in scoring, behind his future teammate in Golden State, Kevin Durant of the University of Texas. Curry's scoring ability helped the Wildcats to a 29-5 record and a Southern Conference regular season title on March 2, 2007. In the Southern Conference Tournament semifinals against Furman, Curry made his 113th three-pointer of the year, breaking Caden Clark's NCAA freshman season record for three-pointers. So, not surprising here, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of his freshman season, Curry was named South Conference Freshman of the Year, no surprise, South Con Tournament MVP, and he was selected for the South Con All-Tournament team, All-Freshman team, and then All-First team, All-SoCon, and he was an honorable mention in Sports Illustrated. Now, after the season ended, he was actually selected to be part of the USA team to appear in the 2007 Under-19 World Championships, where he averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in 19 minutes of action, helping the US capture the silver medal. Coming back to Davidson in his sophomore season in 07 to 08, Steph would grow to his adult height of 6'3", and yet led the Southern Conference in scoring, increasing his averages to 25 points while adding 4.7 rebounds per game and 2.8 assists. He led the Wildcats to a 26-6 regular season record, a 20-0 conference record as a result of, Curry's amazing performances, third straight NCAA tournament, qualification. On March 21, 2008, Davidson matched up against a 7-seeded Gonzaga, and Gonzaga led by 11 points early in the second half, but Steph would score 30 points in the second half to push Davidson to their first NCAA tournament win since 1969 in an 82-76 victory. And Curry would end the game with 40 points while also going for 8 out of 10 from downtown. On March 23, Davidson would play Georgetown in a second round of the NCAA tournament. Georgetown ranked 8th nationally and entered the game as a heavy favorite, to appear in the Final Four in 2007. But Curry managed, sadly, with only just 5 points in the first, half of the game, as Davidson trailed as many as 17 points, but his 25 second half points led Davidson to a landslide 74-70 comeback victory. On March 28, 2008, Curry led Davidson yet again to another win against the third-seeded Wisconsin. Curry would score 33 points as Davidson wins 73-56 blowout to advance to the Elite Eight. Steph joined Clyde Lovelet, Jerry Chambers, and the big dog Glenn Robinson as the only college players to score over 30 points in their first 4 NCAA tournament games, which is pretty darn impressive. Steph also tied Darren Fitzgerald of Butler for the single-season record for most three-pointers with 158 in one season. On March 30, 2008, he set the record against the top-seeded Kansas Jayhawks, which is 159th three-pointer of the season. Along with that, a 25-point game, but sadly, Davidson lost 57-59 to the Jayhawks, went on to, win the championship. Curry finished the season with 25.9 points per game, 3 assists, and 2.1 steals per game. And he was named as the Associated Press All-America second team. Now, he was also named the most outstanding player of the Midwest region in the 2008 NCAA tournament, becoming the first player from a team not making the Final Four to do so since Juwan Howard in Michigan since 1994. And actually, Steph was nominated for an ESPY in the Breakthrough Player of the Year category, which is pretty shocking, and you're only a sophomore. For his junior season, after Davidson's loss against Kansas, in the regional finals, Steph would announce that he would return for his junior year. He stated that he wanted to develop as a point guard instead of a shooter. Yes, he can do, shooting on the side, but he feels like that he should be an initiator and a floor general in order, to make it to the NBA, which is pretty darn smart. And apparently, on November 18, 2008, Steph would score 44 points in Davidson's loss to Blake Griffin in Oklahoma. And he extended his career-long streak by scoring 25 points for the 7th straight game, matching his career high of 44 over a victory of North Carolina State. Curry surpassed the 2,000-point mark of his career as a, Wildcat when he scored 21 points against Samford in his final season. With Davidson, Steph would average 28.6 points, 5.6 assists, and 2.5 steals a game. And he was the NCAA scoring leader, and he was named the consensus first-team All-American. And sadly, Steph opted out of his senior year in Davidson because he stated that he's going to finish his degree. So you already know, my man is smart, alright? So, his whole entire college career basically solidified him as a guaranteed lottery pick, like picked within, the top 20, top 15, top 10. As we all know, Steph declared for the 2009 NBA draft after only just 3 seasons with the Davidson Wildcats. Now, Steph and Dell, were hoping to be drafted by the Knicks, but Golden State said, you know what? We need a talent like Steph, and maybe, just maybe, if we bet on him, he's gonna be an all-time great. And they snatched him with the 7th pick. During his rookie season, there were questions about his size, he's 6'3", but come on, size don't matter, heart over height. Come on, man. And of course his length, since he was not as long as everybody else, or he's not as athletic as everybody else, and also his defensive efficiency. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the kicker. Steph exceeded all expectations yet again, where he completely, almost completely translated his offensive game to the NBA almost seamlessly, with rookie averages of 17.5 points, 6 assists, and 4.5 rebounds, while shooting 43.7% from downtown for his rookie campaign from 2009 to 2010. Now, Steph would finish as runner-up, sadly, for the Rookie of the Year, and lost it to Tyreke Evans, who's still out of the NBA as of this recording. Honestly, he should have been Rookie of the Year. I mean, Tyreke was alright, he was pretty good, he had good moments here and there, but honestly, Steph shouldn't have won it. I mean, looking back at that season. Now, by the way, Steph averaged 17 points, right, with a ball-dominant point guard, in Monta Ellis. And we already know, during this time, Monta was technically a superstar almost in Golden State. I mean, the man averaged 20 points. And good thing that Golden State traded Monta Ellis, so they were able to give Steph full control over, the offense. And, they got a pretty solid big man back in Andrew Bogut. Now, in 2010, the Warriors replaced Don Nelson with Mark Jackson, which was pretty efficient. Because Don Nelson's, way of coaching wasn't very efficient. Like, his rotations were kind of clunky. And I would notice that Steph would go with Monta. And Steph, yes, Steph can play off the ball, but he can't really, develop quickly, or as quickly as they'd like to, because, the ball's in Monta's hands almost half the time. Now, Steph was, averaging the same, almost similar numbers, like 70 points, 18 points. For those next, couple years, they would grab Klay Thompson in 2011 and Draymond in 2012. And ladies and gentlemen, Steph had a scoring explosion in 2012 to 2013 by carrying his averages from 17 points to 23 points, 7 assists, and 45% from 3. How can you improve from 43 to 45? That's insane. It's almost like you don't miss. It's almost like you don't miss, because 40 is already, a good percentage in the NBA. 45, really? Now, he became an all-star, and, he led the Warriors to the playoffs in both 2013 and 2014. And in 2014, the Warriors replaced Mark Jackson with Steve Kerr to complete the first title team for Golden State. Now, you already know, the Magic Kerr dust really worked. Now, Steph ended up averaging 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists as an all-star, and he won the 3-point title, and he led the Warriors to 67 wins. And then the Warriors trampled the Western Conference, earning their shot, against LeBron's Cavs for the title. Now, Curry and the Dubs were able to wrap up the series in just 6 games, grabbing San Francisco's and Golden State's first title in 40 years. Basically, you know how old and how long it's been since they grabbed the title in 2015? Since 1975, literally since then. I mean, last time someone was holding that Larry O'Brien trophy in Golden State, and you already know Rick Barry's holding that thing. Now, for the 2015 to 2016 season, Steph, of course, as we all know, had his MVP season, averaging 30 points. This is actually the season where he started averaging 30 points. This season he averaged 30 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 45% from deep. Still. And it's also the same season where he hit this iconic 3-point game winner against OKC.
Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining. The brilliant shooting of Stephen Curry continues.
Killing their hopes in winning the game, not calling the timeout. My man just ran to the half-court line. He just said, yeet, splash. That's literally all she wrote. Now, Steph and the Warriors, along with newly developed All-Star Klay and All-Star Draymond, who quickly developed to become, superstars in their own right. And Harrison Barnes just both ends, of the floor, hitting threes, muscling up with the defense, fighting in the paint, which really was efficient. And you already know, in 2016, alright, they beat the Chicago Bulls, the 1995 to 1996 Chicago Bulls with MJ, as we all know, with the iconic 73-win season. Alright? Now, yet again, during 2016, the Warriors, yet again, went, against the Cavs in LeBron James. Like, I felt like during this time, Cavs and LeBron were just pretty much, endless. Now, the Warriors led, the series 3-1, and then LeBron and Kyrie went crazy and grabbed the title to end the Cleveland drought. So, other than that, I'm not going to explain. So, you ladies and gentlemen already know. And then, in the next offseason, they got the Durantula, and then the rest was history. Steph grabbed 2 more titles in both 2017 and 18. And, their almost endless dance with Cleveland. Thank God it ended in 2018, because, man, it was getting boring at that point. I'm sure you ladies and gentlemen would agree, it was getting boring. Because, oh man, it's the Warriors versus the Cavs again, I kind of, miss that a little bit and not miss it at the same point. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now in December 14, 2021, Steph Curry shattered Ray Allen's all-time three-point record of 2,973 three-pointers in just 13 seasons, shattering it as of this recording with 2,977, a feat that will be remembered by basketball fans and, sports fans, around the world for generations to come. Congrats, Steph. You deserved it. You officially solidified your place as the greatest shooter of all time. Thank you for making the 3-ball a shot for everyone. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you love this video, hit that like button and make it turn blue. And hit that red subscribe button to join the family. So, ladies and gentlemen, love y'all. God bless. Stay safe. See you all next week. Bye-bye.